Hello, Potato, and welcome to Quarantine Log number 11. Yep, it is April the 1st, but unfortunately this year, April Fool's Day has been cancelled. Honestly, with Think Geek no longer being a thing that exists, April Fool's Day would have kind of been cancelled for me anyways. Because they were kind of the only April Fool's thing I really enjoyed. I guess Blizzard. Blizzard does some interesting April Fool's stuff sometimes, but Think Geek, except for last year, because they were already in their death throes last year, Think Geek used to have some fun stuff. And of course, some things that became real things. So today, we're going to continue on with collector's editions. Today, we're going to go with just kind of first-person shooters, because I'm actually kind of running out of collector's editions of stuff to show you. So we're going to look at the Borderlands 2 loot crate, loot chest, whatever you want to call it, and this thing from Dead Island Riptide. If you remember, If you remember, Dead Island came out a number of years ago, and it was a first-person zombie shooter combat game, which was actually quite good, although not exactly what they had promised it to be, as far as like the zombies showing damage and stuff. But they came out with a semi-sequel called Riptide, which took place shortly after the events of the first game, and of course, the actual Dead Island 2 has never come out. They released a trailer for it, I think like in 2017, but yeah, the game never came out, and that would have picked up after the events of this game, it looked like. So let's take a look at, let's start with Dead Island. So I haven't looked inside Dead Island here probably since I got it, so I have no idea what's in it. Although we can rest assured that it is not going to be as tacky as the UK edition of this game, which, if you don't remember, go ahead and look that up. But if you were in the UK and you pre-ordered, I think from the store Game, it may have just been UK in general, but I think it may have been a Game exclusive. You got a armless, headless bust of a well-endowed woman in a bikini. Because who doesn't want that on their shelf? America, we got the suitcase. I don't know why I picked up the collection edition of this. It must not have been much more expensive than the normal one. But it came in this cute little suitcase, little vinyl. Feels like it might kind of come apart if you pull on it too hard. It's got little stamps from all the places it's been, like, you know, cartoons from the Looney Tunes era had on suitcases. But we don't do that anymore. So it's probably kind of a joke that's lost on a lot of people, unless you grew up watching Looney Tunes and saw this kind of stuff in there. This person clearly has been to a lot of places. I'm guessing their trip to whatever the island of that this game takes place on was their last one. I don't know where did that take place? It doesn't say. It does not say. Well, let's see what's inside of it. Obviously the game won't be in here. I played the game. I enjoyed it. I tried the other one, the Dying Light, I think it was. That was kind of built on the same engine, and that one just didn't work as well for me. Alright. It's stuck. And what was inside here? Oh, cute little tchotchkes. It's got that kind of cover that... kind of cover on it that Saints Row 4 had yesterday with that just pop off. But actually, it might just be easier just to show it off like this. Does that show? So you've got a Dead Island Riptide key tag with a little key. A hula girl, who I'm guessing bobbles. Yep, a little bobbling zombie hula girl. And it's got the sticky thing, so if you wanted to stick this on the dashboard of your car for some reason, you could do that. She doesn't look happy. She looks angry. I guess because she's just been bitten on the stomach. Still much more tasteful than the bust people in the UK got, and of course a bottle opener, because lots of things come with bottle openers. But this one's really kind of heavy. It's got the Dead Island Riptide logo on it, some gore on the end here. And is that magnetic? It looks like that would probably stick to your fridge. Do I have anything Oh, I've still got this sitting here. Will this stick to this? It wants to, but there's plastic on the way. Hold on. Let's try the bottom. It's a very weak magnet, but it's there. So maybe don't stick that on your fridge. Because that's quite a heavy, solid thing. Alright, and no receipts or anything. I wonder if this just was not that much more expensive and maybe I picked it up at Fry's or something. No receipt on this one. The Dead Island games were a lot of fun though. I do wish they'd come out with the part 2. But Dying Light sometimes just doesn't work for me. I don't know, maybe that's just maybe I'm just not into that gameplay anymore. Maybe I won't like maybe I will not like Dead Rising 2 when it comes out. Dead Island. Not Dead Rising, that's a totally different game, and that's on like part 4 right now. Alright, so I think this one had a few goodies, so the latch is stuck. There we go. I got it. So it's actually a little bit cheaper than I remember it being. But yeah, it's just plastic. But again, the Borderlands 3 one came out with, I think, basically the same thing, and I honestly think ThinkGeek for a while was selling something based on the same mold that had other like little goodies in it. I think theirs had like diamond plating on it. I don't know if it was plastic or metal, but it was still one of these cases. Yeah, I didn't buy the one for Borderlands 3 because I wasn't going to spend $300, and I do think actually, looking at it now, I think the Borderlands 3 one does come with more stuff, but not like $100 more. So we got a bobblehead. We've got Marcus in a little vending machine. I thought at some point I should take all these bobbleheads and put them out somewhere, or like in the Johnny Gat statue. Of course, the ubiquitous art book, The Art of Borderlands 2. This was a really good game. I've actually played through this multiple times. I really love the Tiny Tina add-on. I like Borderlands 3 too. I've played through it. Just the main stuff. I haven't picked up any of the DLC for it. I'm really hoping they do another Bunkers and Badasses add-on, because that really was my favorite part of Borderlands 2, was the Tiny Tina add-on. Showing off the different guns. This came with a steel case, which I don't know where it is at the moment, but I'm sure I put it somewhere reasonably secure because I actually have a couple autographs on that. I got autographs from J. Michael Tatum, who plays the artist, the hunter. Is he in here? He's probably in here. They have. Oh no, I guess just because she did it, she was in person. No, we don't have pictures of him. We have everybody but... Oh, where's Tiny Tina? I have her voice actress. I think it was Ashley Burke. I have her voice actress has signed the steel case. And... I still need to play the Telltale Games game. I have it on disc, but I've never played it, and obviously I need to because it's relevant to Borderlands 2. Yeah, they don't have him in here. That's unfortunate. But he signed it, and then he wrote the word boner farts on it. He's at the SAC Anime a lot. He's a lot of voice work. He's also the voice of Sebastian in... Wow, my mind is just failing me today on these things. The one with the butler. Oh well. It'll come to me, and I'll probably write it down. And we've got our certificate of authenticity to make sure that you know you didn't get a fake one of these. These are actually numbered. Oh. This is number 44,818 out of 53,160. That's an odd edition number. Why? I wonder what the significance of that number is. And I'm guessing these are art cards or maybe postcards from Pandora. I don't remember what all's in here. And art cards. I mean, these could look cool on like a... They got paper in between them? That's probably good. These would look good on like little frames maybe. Opportunity. Let's not cover them up. The Resistance. I think some of these actually appear in the game as posters. And I think it's the last thing. Oh no, there's more stuff down here. Hammerlock. That was his name. That's the name of the character that J. Michael Tatum plays. We have a cloth map, which I've never opened, so I won't open it today. Don't really need a cloth map for a game like this. It's not an RPG. I mean, it does have RPG aspects. You level up and stuff. And the reason I suddenly remember Hammerlock's name is because we have his field journal in here. This actually had more stuff than I remembered. Got just some information about some of the monsters and stuff you see on the planet. Cute, a thing that shouldn't exist generally. Then we've got, looks like some decals, the Vault Hunter logo, and this is sealed, and so it shall stay. But it feels like there might be more than, yeah, looks like there's multiple logos in there. Do we have like a contents thing? And then a big fold-out art thing, which wouldn't fit in any frame anywhere ever. Let's see if we can just kind of pan this on. Nope, no, apparently we can't. Pan this on by the camera so you can get a little glimpse. Basically like all the enemies and vehicles that you come across in the game. All the way up to like Crystalisks and Thresher Moths. If you've never played Borderlands 2, I definitely recommend it. It's still a great game. And you can... excuse me. And you can get it for fairly cheap. I want to say I played through it last year because I picked up the Handsome Collection, which had Borderlands 2 and the Borderlands pre-sequel, which bridges the... well, it doesn't bridge the gap so much between 1 and 2, but it's a prequel. It tells the story of Handsome Jack, of course, the enemy from Borderlands 2. And you can play as Claptrap in it, which is nice. But it's a great game. You can get it. I think I picked up the Handsome Collection for Xbox One for like $15. I've seen it on PC on things like Humble and Fanatical as low as like $5 or $10 for the whole, first two games and the pre-sequel. So I mean, it's definitely something I would recommend picking up if you have any interest at all, because it's a fun game and there's hours of gameplay there. Right now, I know I said before I was playing Red Dead Redemption 2, and I've actually kind of abandoned that for the moment, because I started playing, I'd gotten in last month's Humble Choice, Pathfinder Kingmaker, and I've kind of been hooked on that for a bit now. I haven't touched my Xbox in days. And it's a lot of fun. It's a big game. It's a very big game. Assuming you can actually go to all the places the map shows, I've explored maybe a third of the map. That's a lot of fun. So I would recommend that one if you have a PC. I don't think there's a console version of it, unfortunately, at least not yet. I know a lot of these do come out to console eventually, particularly like the Switch. Like I think Baldur's Gate and Icewind Dale, I think have both come out last year on consoles. And it kind of plays like those, better graphics a little bit. But it's the same kind of isometric 1/3 view. You control your party. You can pause to select attacks. But it's a fun game so far. I haven't hit a wall like where I'm finding it frustrating or unbeatable, or there's nothing to do but this one thing I can't figure out, although there is one thing I can't figure out. And there must be a way to do it, because there's an achievement for doing it. But I won't go into that, because spoilers. I think the game's like 2 years old, honestly, so you can probably find it fairly cheap. But I recommend it. It's a good game. And that'll do us for today. Because I think I'm out of collector's editions for the most part. So I don't know what I'll do tomorrow. Assuming I'm still here tomorrow. I haven't received any contact from my employer. So I am assuming I'm still off. I guess if I get called back in, I'll put something up on Instagram. So maybe follow me there at Void of Intelligence. So if you don't see a video tomorrow, you don't assume that I've died. But that'll do it for today. So make sure that you wash your hands properly, cough in your elbows, practice your safe social distancing, stay healthy, and I will see you in the next video.